Hello and welcome back to another Antarctica adventure. My name is Andrew McDonald and I am a photographer and videographer and all-round content creator. In my first video from this series, I took you on my journey to the South Pole, and last week I took you behind the scenes on my visits to the Emperor Penguin colony at Atka Bay. I ended that vlog with a scenic flight across the Arctic ice shelf and sea ice before we eventually arrived at Whichaway camp. Whichaway is White Desert's flagship camp, and it sits on the shores of one of the freshwater lakes of the ice-free Shimaker oasis. Over December and January I had the privilege of visiting Whichaway camp, and in this video I will combine both of those adventures. So sit back and get comfortable as I present to you my Whichaway adventure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it to Whichaway camp here, and because of a number of guests I've actually managed to get myself some nice accommodation for the night. Well, for the next 3 nights I'm going to be staying here in this pod. It's absolutely beautiful. It feels like you're on the moon here. Let me just take you outside and have a quick look at what is in front of the room here. It's pretty spectacular. But what you can see behind me is this frozen lake, and that huge wall at the back is actually a massive glacier. It's a pretty incredible place to spend the next 3 nights. The main thing I want to do now is unpack some stuff, offload my memory cards and make sure I've got all those penguin photos super safe. It's been one hell of a fantastic day here in Antarctica, and let's see what tomorrow will bring. Good morning everybody, and welcome to another day in Antarctica. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning now. I've had some breakfast, I've taken some shots inside the lounge and the dining area, and now apparently we're going to meet the guests and go for a hike on the glacier or on the ice, some sort of an ice hike around camp. So better get kitted up, get ready and grab some more shots. Let's go! Well, that's me back from the hike adventure. It was absolutely incredible. So the glacier at the far end looks like it's big from here, but then when you get closer to it, it's absolutely massive. So I think I got some beautiful shots. The guides were extremely helpful today, which was much appreciated by myself. No idea what's happening yet tomorrow. There's some heavy winds forecast for the next couple of days, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I'm sure it's going to be adventure nonetheless. Time to get back to work. Well, we've got a little bit of a blizzard passing through camp this morning. We're supposed to be going out on a walk very soon. Not sure if it's going to happen right now, but I'm going to try and grab some shots of these pods in a blizzard. Ooh, it's wild. Well, this storm had me shooting interiors for most of the day, but I did get onto the ice to shoot a few cocktail shots at the end of the day. Well, the weather's not looking too bad out there. There's no whiteout blizzard conditions. The wind is pumping, but apparently we are good to go and see if we can get into the ice caves this morning. So I think we've got about a 20-minute drive, an hour and a half walk, and then we reach the ice caves, which we're hoping are not flooded with meltwater. Either way, it's going to be a fantastic adventure, so let's get back out into the wilds of Antarctica. After about an hour of hiking, we reached a viewpoint. Before us lay the edge of the continent. Then, stretching to the horizon, was around 90 kilometers of ice until it eventually breaks off into the sea. We descended down this rocky hill to the ice and made our way into the tunnel. I wasn't quite prepared for how special this would be. In the middle, the tunnel became pretty narrow. I had to slide through backwards and drag my rucksack, but eventually we broke through to the other side. It's insane, eh? We eventually emerged to the other side of the ice tunnel, and if this hadn't impressed me enough, I was about to have my mind blown even further.
Don't forget your glasses now.
So I think it's safe to say that this is one of the most insane places I've ever been. It's like being in amongst a bunch of sand dunes, but the whole thing is ice. So basically what you're seeing here is frozen waves. We are now in the ocean. Unbelievable. After a quick lunch stop, we climbed back up the hill and I took one last look at this magical place. We were soon back in camp after what had been a very special excursion. Whew. Well, today was one of the most incredible days I have had. The ice caves, the ice waves, everything was just absolutely incredible. And then back in camp here, I've been running around taking as many different shots as I can with the different weather conditions. But yeah, so the plan for tomorrow is still to go back to Wolfsfang and then on to Echo Camp. But we're not going to be leaving here, I don't think, until about 5:30 tomorrow evening. So the plan for tomorrow morning is to actually hike up this mountain which sits behind the glacier here, which is going to be pretty cool. I've been looking at this mountain for the last 4 days now, and tomorrow it looks like we'll be actually going to the summit. Bye for now, see you tomorrow. Well, good morning everybody, the sun is shining. Let's go on an adventure. Well, it was now time to head back to Cape Town. We flew to Woosvang in the Basler, and yes, that is a private jet waiting to take me back to Cape Town. But, as I said, I'm combining both of my Whichaway adventures in this video, so let's head back to camp. Three weeks later, I was back at Whichaway, but on this occasion, I would be staying in the staff accommodation. It might not be as luxurious as a guest pod, but it's comfortable and cosy enough. So we were sitting here in camp just now, and two Adélie penguins have come wandering through the area. So these guys come away across here to the rocks to nest. I'm sure it's about 90 kilometers from the ocean, but these guys are here to breed. Check these little guys. That evening I joined guests on a hike up Shimaker Peak. Yep, that one right there. It was a beautiful evening, and on the way back we found a small ice cave, which was a bit of a bonus. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another day here in Antarctica. Today we are doing something that I'm pretty excited about. You might remember in one of the previous vlogs that we went to the ice tunnel and then the ice waves. Well, today we're going back to another section of the ice waves, and there should hopefully be enough glacier meltwater to have some beautiful turquoise, intense blue water flowing between these amazing ice waves. So that's what the fingers are crossed for today. We've just reached this area now where we have a nice outlook over the ice waves. So as you can see behind me, it looks incredible. This is actually the edge of the continent where we are now, and then the rest is sea ice, I think for about 90 kilometers until it starts to break off into the actual ocean itself. The view is just insane. So we have now reached the start of the ice waves. The clients have just started to go in behind me here, and there's some more clients behind coming in. So I'm very excited to get in here, see if we can find some of this nice turquoise blue water in amongst these amazing ice waves. But the blue colour down here is just so intense and awesome. I would love to see it in maybe a week or so's time when it's melted and it's like a flowing river. Okay, time to go and grab some more shots and get some lunch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is sadly my last full day here in Antarctica. We're just out for a hike with guests, walking along the front of this amazing glacier wall behind us.
Yeah, it's been a quite relaxed morning. Maybe do another hike this afternoon, maybe some rock climbing, and then tomorrow we'll be heading back to Cape Town, and the Antarctica adventure will be over. Maybe forever, maybe only for a year, who knows. But yeah, it's been one hell of an adventure. But I'm very keen also to get back to Cape Town.
Well, this is the end of my adventures from Whichaway Camp, but tune in for my next video where I show you my time spent at the brand new Echo Base. I hope you've enjoyed this adventure. If you did, please do drop down and give the video a like and a comment, and also consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so that you don't miss next week's episode. On our way back, the pilot took us on a scenic flight over the mountains around Wolfsfang. Having gazed upon these mountains for the last few weeks from so far away, it was such a special feeling to see them so close. Mountains fascinate me, and these ones are pretty hard to beat. Thank you as always for joining me on this Antarctica adventure, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.